Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sage. I thought I'd just do a chatty get ready with me today. I've got a salon day today. It's very foggy still and cold where I am. No wind today, which is a pleasant change. Okay, so I'm just doing my brows as usual. You've seen me do that before. They really need a tint, and I will get around to that this week. But I have some travel ahead of me this week, and hopefully our daughter will be coming home sometime in the next fortnight. We're not entirely sure if what her plans are, but yes, that's in our future, which obviously we're excited about. Now, my skincare, I've got my SPF on already. I've actually been using a couple of new serums, but I'll talk to you about that in another video. In winter, my skin does tend to get a little bit pinker, just because of the cold. So yeah, but it's actually looking pretty good. The hyperpigmentation here is going down. I've been using my LED mask a bit more regularly again. Just priming my lids with MAC Paint Pot as usual. I will put some eyeshadow on today. I'm feeling more inclined to wear eyeshadow lately. I've been doing quite a lot of brighter looks. We've had some really amazing sunsets here lately, and that sort of spurred me on to do some warm sunset eye looks. There's a couple over on Instagram which you might be interested in looking at. My Instagram handle is Sage Beauty Yenda, so I'm over there as well if you have Instagram. I mostly just put photos and memes and stuff. I don't do tutorials. Sometimes I do reviews, but they're only short. So, okay, let's put something on my lips. I've got the Robert Welsh collection with Blend Bunny Divination Lip Oil. I do like this a lot. It's thick enough that it gives my lips some filling, so it fills in a few gaps and things, but it's thin enough that it can go under or over pretty much any other lip product. To still be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow today. I'm down to here on this bottle. This is the shade 1. This is the one that I use in winter. Sometimes I just wear this with a bit of concealer, and that's my base product for the day. And you know, this is a favorite product of mine. I've ummed about getting another brand, a brand with a similar product, but I just can't bring myself to do it. So I have recently become aware of the fact that Catrice is now available in Australia, which is exciting to me. I have eyed off quite a few Catrice products over the years, and I got some Catrice when I was in Europe, but that was 2 years ago. 2 years ago this week, we were there, my goodness. And I also bought Bourjois, and I bought lots of Rimmel, and I have a lot of those brands here, but we don't have the range that they have. So I'm quite excited to see that there's a pretty decent range of Catrice products available now at either Priceline, which there's lots of Pricelines around. I don't have a Priceline in my area anymore. It closed down. But you can get it online at thebeautystore.au, which is connected to Priceline. I think it's like their sort of sister website company. I don't know. how it actually works. But anyway, I've been really loving this. The Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint in Knee High. This is like a moussey sort of blurring lip product, like those Korean, it's Korean inspired, I think. It's a really good everyday shade for me, and it lasts a really long time. I like the applicator too. It's a small doe foot, and for someone with thin lips, that really helps. Okay, so let's put some eyeshadow on now. I'm going to dive back into Natasha Denona's I Need a Warm palette. That's what it looks like. It is a wonderful palette. And you know already that Natasha Denona is one of my favourite, if not my favourite, eyeshadow brand. I just find that everything that I've used except for the eyeliners have been superb quality, and the sorts of, particularly the eyeshadows, the sorts of colours that I really like to wear. Her colour stories do speak to me most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time. Like I wasn't interested in the Bloom palette. It's basically a peachy pink, and there was a lot of, I thought, repeat shades in there that were redundant. Now, one might even say that there's a few repeat shades in here, and I would say you are justified in having that view, but I use all of them. I use all of them because I have a neutral leaning, warm leaning undertone. So this is the sort of colour story that suits me a lot. Now that's what it looks like in the pan, that shade, and that's how it turns out on my eyes. It's a little bit different, hey? So I need to deepen that. I'll just go in with this one first. I'm just going to build gradually today. So yes, the beautystore.au now has Catrice. They also have Essence. Essence and Catrice are sister brands. So you can purchase both brands there. And I placed an order yesterday, and I didn't even spend $60 and I got free shipping. Now that's pretty unheard of, especially here in Australia. And I didn't just get like 2 or 3 things, I got 7 things, and I'm getting them shipped for free. So that's just like, wow. Okay, this shade now, got to deepen a bit further. So I am technically on school holidays at the moment in New South Wales, in Australia. It is our winter break. It is 2 weeks for us. I do have some schoolwork to do in this break time, but as I said, I've also got some traveling to do, visiting family. My sister's been very ill, and I haven't been able to see her, which has really bothered me. So this is my opportunity to go and see her and hopefully give her a bit of a hand. Not that my brother-in-law is incapable. He's very capable, and he's very conscientious person. But, you know, he has to get back to work too, so I can give him a bit of a hand. I will. The bunny ears did indeed slip off. Okay. Oh, I just had a notification that my order that I placed last night is on its way. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? All right, what am I going to put in? I'm going to use, I need a smaller brush for this. I'm going to use the cream to powder, which I love. A lot of people don't, but I love her cream to powder. I'm going to line with that. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is Crown Brushes Paris Tools. The tiny, tiny tip, but it's soft. It's firm enough that it doesn't, you know, flick about, but it's soft so it doesn't irritate that area. Firm enough. It's like a Goldilocks brush, isn't it? It's just right. That's good. That's nice. I'm not sure I'm going to wear any shimmers today. I know, shock horror, huh? Might just go matte. Got a little bit of fallout there. I'm doing this a lot. I'm doing the flick from the lower lash line these days because of that dip in my 50 plus skin. It just seems to work a bit better. I've got quite a bit of fallout there. That might be why some people don't like the cream to powder. A palette that one of you sent to me, it's Maybelline's Burgundy Bar, and I really like it. I've been using it quite a lot. So I'm going to go in with that shade there, that sort of bone coloured shade. And it is a cooler tone. So it won't be matchy-matchy with the Natasha Denona stuff. But it's a really good blending shade, I found. And this palette is super light. I mean, it weighs a few grams. So many of my palettes are really heavy, but this one, no, definitely not. And that's what it looks like. You can get this still. Chemist Warehouse stocked this one, if you like it. And I think it's 50% off at the moment. I am not sponsored by any of these retailers. I don't get any kickbacks from them. I don't get PR or anything like that. I am a micro channel. I'm just telling you, giving you the benefit of my research, because this is part of, you know, beauty is very much a part of my life. And yeah, just to be helpful, I guess. I know they're on upside down, but whatever. Okay, so my mascara today is going to be L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes in the Balm Brown. This is an oldie, but a goodie. There is a Instagram, she's on Instagram now, I don't think she's on YouTube anymore. Drugstore Maven, she calls herself, and her name's Taylor. And she does a lot of mascara reviewing. Like she'll get 10 mascaras and, you know, test them all out. And over the years I've been watching her, she has repeatedly said that this volume, what's it called? Volume Million Lashes is still absolutely fantastic. Quite relieved to find out the order that I'm getting from the beauty store is being shipped by Ozpost. Oh, thank goodness. And not, you know, my epic, disastrous problems that I've had over years with Aramex. Anyone who lives in a regional area will know what I mean. They are not my favorite. So yeah, foundation, good old LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation in MN3. Been using this for years. I love it. It lasts a long time, but it's dewy. Lasts a long time on my face. Actually, the bottle itself does last a long time because you don't need much. Well, I don't think I need much of it. And it does settle down. I know it looks really yellow going on, but it settles down very well. And the finish is beautiful. I often don't even worry about concealer when I'm wearing this one because it just sits so nicely on the skin. I need a little bit more to cover that pink. My skin, when I touch it at the moment, just turns pink. And I think it's the weather. It doesn't do that so much in the summer. Then I'm not wearing as much foundation in the summer either, and I'm not doing as much skincare in the summer. I try to focus, you know, the fairly intensive repair during winter when there's not as much UV. And then in summer, daytime skincare, wash my face and put a lot of sunscreen on, basically. Living in Australia, the sun is absurd. It is absurdly hot. What can I say? Have I got a powder? I just got the Kosas Cloud set in, is it Candy? Yeah, Cloud set in Candy, which is that sort of pink one. This has gone a bit crumbly. Some of these so-called clean brands, that is an absolutely ridiculous marketing term, the preservative mechanisms in their products, I don't know, sometimes they leave a bit to be desired. Like LYS claims to be clean as well. And sometimes their products, like that lip oil, started to go off on me, but then I had it a while. So, I don't know. I guess talc free and stuff like that is good, because we don't always know where the talc comes from. We don't know the poor people that are sourcing the talc. We don't know if they're being treated very well, if you get what I'm saying. Now, this was also a gift from one of you, the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten in Light. Wow. I've used so much of it. It's like totally flat now. Anyway, I do love it. I have to use a light hand with it though, because even the light shade is a little bit, especially this time of year, not dark, but warm. So I have to brush off the pink. What's happened here? Okay. Must be a bit of dryness under there. My blush today, my cream blush, is Cosmic Brushes Nutmeg. Absolutely glorious. I'm going to put it on with this brush, which I love. And I'm just going to put a cream bronzer over the top. Look how well that goes with the eyeshadow. That's the shade, and you can see why. It's warm, but in a really flattering, cozy sort of a way. It is a little orange, but you can shear it out just right. The formula is fantastic. I've got 2 of these, and I didn't think I'd wear the red one very much, but I actually wear it quite a lot. Isn't that nice? I love it, I love it. Okay, so over the top, I'm just going to put good old Mellow Cosmetics Powder Blush in Bronze Goddess. This is my second of these. I love it. I love the tone. I love that it's so, like, I travel with this one. I use it as eyeshadow as well. Mellow is an Australian brand, Australian owned brand. And I've loved everything I've used of theirs. I have 3 blushes, an eyeshadow palette, which I often travel with as well because it's a quad. Sort of come together happily. I think it is. All right, brows. Still loving Benefits Precise in my brow pencil in 3.5. I just finished another one. When I've got my brows tinted, I can get away with not using this for about a week. But then because I've got so many gaps, like between the hairs, like there, for example, I just have to start to fill in again. But yeah, I don't tend to give myself too much more volume than I have naturally, because I feel I've got my brows to a shape that I'm happy with, that suits my face. I'm going to do this side off camera. Setting spray is Get a Grip from Peaches and Cream, aloe infused. I like this. It is quite fragranced, however, and it sort of doesn't go away, the scent, which, even though it's a pleasant, fresh smell, it's quite strong. A bit of highlighter from the Mellow Stardust Glow palette. Which one? That one or that one? I do like this one. I use this one the most, as you can see. Put that one, tend to put the lighter one on my nose. And here. And then just dust off. That looks, I am happy, that looks good. All right, so I'm going to finish off with LA Girl Pro Perfect Oil Control. I don't really need that, but it's a multitasking setting spray and it's a matte finish. So that's why I do the 2 steps, the one with this fixing spray and then this one, finish. No fragrance, fantastic mister. Top-notch quality, this one. Really, really good. LA Girl. I love LA Girl. As you know, you can see I'm already halfway through the bottle because I do enjoy it a lot. Right, fix up my hair and then I've got a treat for you. Hang tight. Just keeping my hair simple today. Okay, I'm in my new bathroom. It's finally finished. The painter left yesterday. Right, so I'm going to give you a bit of a tour. I'll flick you around. Fresh paint in white, oversized tiles. I really wanted the black grout and I think it looks amazing. New loo, all ceramic, which is what I wanted. We had some terrible old plastic thing before. New door with matte black handle. Another new door, which is a slider, which I'm very happy to have. The dressing room's on the other side. Towel rail, nice black towels. A new window, a smaller window just for ventilation in matte black. My beautiful new mirror, which I love. My new vanity, which is a little small, but it's the only one we could get to fit in this space. So I'm actually pretty happy with it. We just bought it off the shelf actually. I've got some cool new decor, soft decor, mats, and I've got one there by the loo as well, which I think is kind of fun. And our massive overscaled shower recess. It's huge. We didn't put a door on. We decided not to do that. So we've got this massive shower recess. There's the fittings, I really love them. And we've got a niche. I've never had a niche before. So yeah, I've had to sort of, my ginormous bottles of everything, I'm going to have to decant stuff and just keep it tidy so I don't have too many things in the shower. But yes, we've got one of those drains that sort of, you know, lengthways built in. That's my beautiful new bathroom and I'm so pleased with it. And you know, we actually didn't spend that much money. It's pretty simple, I know, but it's an old house and we didn't want to spend $50,000 on a new bathroom. So that's my little treat for you today. I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me and the bathroom tour. I am very proud of it. I designed it myself. I did some of the things myself, but we did get professionals in to do, you know, the hard stuff. The thing that was the hardest though, that my husband and I both did, was jackhammering up 2 layers of tiles plus concrete. It took so long. And it was exhausting and it was the dirtiest job I've ever done. And I live on a farm, so that's saying something. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.